Sarah McBride, as he calls himself, formerly Tim McBride, is a biological man, and he should not be using any of our restrooms in the Capitals, in our office buildings. But Nancy Mace's resolution doesn't go far enough. A resolution is just a statement by Congress saying that Congress disagrees with something. We need something more binding, and that's what I just brought up at the microphones there in our conference. Is I directly asked Speaker Johnson what the men in our leadership are going to do about this, because this has to be stopped. America gave a mandate at this election and said not only are they sick of the open borders, the invasion, the out-of-control inflation, foreign wars, but they're sick of the trans ideology being shoved down our throats, and it's an attack on women and children all over the country. I don't think Nancy Mace's resolution does enough. I think we need to do more. That's what I asked Speaker Johnson, and he committed to me in the conference that Sarah McBride will not be using our restrooms.
It's been reported that you said you'd get into a physical altercation with a biological male if you saw them in the bathroom. Would you get into a physical altercation with?
How is that reported? How is that reported?
It's been,
how is that reported?
It's been on social media that was.
So how is that reported?
I'm just wondering if you would get into a physical altercation with.
I shouldn't have to, but I shouldn't have to do that. No woman should have to. But look at what men have been doing to women. Look at all the female athletes that have had to compete against men. You know, there's a volleyball player that has brain damage today because of a biological male spiking a ball into her head. Should any woman have to endure that? So if you're going to ask stupid questions like that, don't advocate for mentally ill men pretending to be women invading our spaces. You're a woman yourself, and you shouldn't accept predators in your bathrooms.
Do you think Congresswoman McBride is mentally ill?
Yes, he's mentally ill. He's a biological man pretending to be a woman. That's a mental illness. There's something wrong with him.
Did you say that you would get into a physical altercation?
Where is that being reported? I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to. But is that, it's pretty aggressive for biological men to be invading our spaces. We're women. Why do we have men coming in our spaces?
Do you want to see this?
So if he is aggressively coming in our bathrooms, then we should be able to defend ourselves. And the men in our conference, the men in leadership should be defending us too. America has spoken. Look, here's the issue. For all of you in the press, you need to understand this. America is fed up with the trans ideology being shoved into our face. Men are not women. They cannot have periods. They cannot have babies. And they should not compete against women in sports, and they don't belong in our women's bathrooms, our private places, our prisons, and taxpayer money should never be used for their programs. Think about this. Are taxpayers paying for women to get boob jobs? No. So why would taxpayer funds be used for men in prison to transition, get boob jobs basically? All of this is a lie. We're tired of it. And women have been the victim of this garbage for long enough. It's insanity. And so we're not going to accept it in Congress because the American people spoke. They are not going to accept it. Sarah McBride.